Hello class, Mr. Guarino here. In this video I'm going to illustrate how to add some text to your project where you put someone's head on someone else's body. And not just any old text, we're going to do some text with some cool features to it. So here's one I already did. Let me zoom in. Okay, so something like that, not just plain old text. So how did we do that, or how did I do that? Well, I added a text layer with some effects. So I'm going to delete this layer and start over to show you how I did it. So I'm going to, while this layer is selected, click on the garbage pail. That deletes the layer and everything that's on it. Okay, so now I want to put some text on. And it's always going to put a new text layer above whatever layer is selected in your layers panel. So if I have this one selected, which I want, it's going to add a new one above it. If I have this selected, it's going to add the text in here and it's going to be buried by the other ones. You could always just drag it up, but it makes more sense to make sure you're on the top layer before you start the text. Click the text tool. Choose a font. I chose this one on the last one, Rockwell Extra Bold, but you can see they have lots of fonts. So choose whatever one you want. I think some of these ones that are like really scripty and very thin don't work so well for what we're about to do. But, choose whatever one you want. If it doesn't work so well, then just start over and choose a different one. I have my text centered, so it's going to be centered in my text box, and I have the color set to red. You could choose any color you want. So I'm going to click here, and and it fills in some Latin that basically means change this text to whatever you want. So I'm going to type Kevin. How did it get on? It got on that other one. I don't know how. I must have accidentally done something. I want the Rockwell one, because I used that before and I know it looks good. Let me go back and click that. Okay, here we go. So now click over here and type Kevin Hart by Mr. G. And this little helpful tool panel thing here sometimes gets in the way and it's annoying. So when you're done, just click the check mark. So now that looks pretty plain and boring, I think you'll agree. So I'm going to move it over so it's kind of centered. Maybe move it down a little bit. So now we're going to do some effects on it. While this layer is selected, click the FX button, Special Effects. There's 10 of them. If you choose one of these, when it opens the panel, it'll have that one chosen already. If you just click Blending Options, which I'm going to do, it opens the panel and did not select any of the 10 things. So if you had selected Color Overlay, it opens the same panel. It just would have this automatically checked. Okay, not really a big deal, but either way. Okay, so let's try out this bevel and emboss. I don't really think it's going to do anything that we're going to really like. So it kind of tries to give it a little 3D effect with putting some beveling on there. Notice it just says General Blending because I'm on the blending thing here. I have to click to bevel and emboss. Now I get options for that. So it's going to do an outer bevel. I'm going to change the size. I mean, you can't really see it doing anything. So I don't think, like I said before, I don't think bevel's such a good one. So I mean, if you like bevels and you want to give it a try, go ahead. But to me, it's like, doesn't really do much. So I'm going to turn that off. I mean, it did something, but I just don't like it. I don't really see what it did. So I'm going to click stroke. It puts on a stroke, but notice it still says bevel and emboss over here because turning it on, just like the eyeball in the layers panel, turns on the layer, but it doesn't select the layer. You still have to click here. So now I'm on stroke. You could change the color. You want to make it, I don't know, blue. But I'm going to leave it yellow so you can see that's how you change the color. You can change it from inside to outside. Makes a little difference. Center. What I have inside. I think I like inside better. You can change the size. If you make it real big, the stroke, the outer yellow gets so thick that it covers all the red. You don't want that. Sometimes dragging is a little hard. Like you're at 6 and you want 2, but then you go too far and it's a 1. So you can actually type in here. So if you just hit 2, if you click in here and highlight it, hit 2, and then it takes it. If you click OK, it's going to say OK to everything, and it's going to close this dialog box out, which I don't think you want to do because we're going to do some more stuff. But if you did by accident click OK, no big deal. With this selected, just click the FX button again, go to blending options, it brings it back up. So now we're going to look inner shadow. That kind of adds, like here's the K, and it's like a shadow behind there. I mean, I don't know if you like that feature or not, then you could do it. Some options here, you can change that. That didn't seem to do anything, but you know, you can play around with this. I think I'll leave that off. I'm going to go to inner glow. Well, that kind of looks cool. Change the opacity maybe a little bit. The fill opacity. Right now I got a little something cool looking. Satin, I kind of like the satin. Gives you like a, I don't know. I really don't know what it is, but I just think it looks cool. Here's the satin options. Play around with it to make it where you like. Color overlay. If you want to like overlay red on top of whatever color was there, kind of blends the colors together. Now if you get carried away, you do too many. Well, the ones on top kind of affect the ones below. So if you put on a gradient, you don't even see it because you already did a color overlay. Outer glow. So this one combined with one of the other ones doesn't really show you anything because they're kind of the same. You can do a little outer glow. See that? A little glow on the outside. I did that before. I put on a green. I don't know if you like it or not. You know, you might like different colors than me. So do whatever you like. And then when you're all done, click OK. And now you have a some nice text on your project that you did. We'll zoom out. So this way, when we print it out and put it on the wall, we know basically who it is. If not everyone knows Kevin Hart, it's a little hard to believe. He's pretty popular, but I know walking around the room, I've looked at people's projects, and there was projects I saw I didn't know who the person was, so I had to ask. So, you know, put the name, put who made it, and then your project's good to go. Remember, always save, file save as, and don't save it where I'm showing here. You always go to your OneDrive and save it in the shared folder that we created together. Okay, so make sure you save it, not save copy or not save to cloud, just save. Okay, so I'm just going to name this temp. You give it a real name, and then click save. And if this pops up, just say OK. And then you're good. Thank you very much.